This time on Scott's Garage, we're going to work on Emily's car and try to get to the bottom of this headlight that's getting condensation on the inside. Hello and welcome to Scott's Garage. So I was looking at Emily's car. I'm going to do a little bit of maintenance to it. Probably look under the hood, check the tires and things. The oil change doesn't need to be done just yet. She's got a couple thousand miles left. But I noticed that on the inside of this headlight, there's a bunch of condensation in here. And we did replace these headlights not too long ago. They're kind of cheap Chinese ones that I got from Amazon. And so it's not surprising that they will leak. The other one on the other side seems just fine. I don't see any condensation in that, but this one does. So let's open up the hood and check it out and see if we can get to the bottom of this thing. Oh, nice. Right in the middle. Looks nice and clean. That looks pretty good. We do need to clean these battery terminals though. And let me put some water in the windshield washer. So I'm trying to kind of look at this and see. It looks like it has some tabs here. Oh, and that does not look kosher pickles. Something's going on here with this thing. It looks like it's all coming unsealed. I don't exactly know. Oh yeah, this is all like unsealed. I wonder if I could just apply some sealer in there. I wonder if that would work. Oh, it has like a little vent here. Pretty cool. A little vent for the headlight. That's neat. Okay, so here's my thinking. That over time out in the sun, since this has a vent, this will heat up and maybe the condensation in here will evaporate out of the vent over time when the sun is on it. So if I was just able to seal this up, maybe to prevent further water getting in, maybe that would be okay. I don't know. I checked all the lights. All the lights seem to be working just fine, so we don't have any burned out bulbs. So maybe just check back with this in a couple of weeks if it's been in the sun, see if this evaporates out of here. If it doesn't, maybe I can get just by the one right side headlight. But in the meantime, I think what I'm going to do is seal this up, and then we have a situation with the battery over here too. So we're going to take it out into the street, and we're going to wash off all that corrosion on the battery. So let's do those two things right now. Just a couple days later, I didn't have any silicone sealer in the garage, so I had to stop by the hardware store and get some. And so what I've been doing the last few minutes is just kind of putting a bead of sealer along the top of this light. Let me give you a better view of what's going on. I'm just spreading kind of a nice heavy bead along the top of this. I think it's supposed to be kind of like melted together, like plastic welded. So I don't really think there's any way to kind of fix this. I mean, I guess I could try to melt the plastic together, but it just it seems like the whole two pieces have just kind of separated, and maybe the best way is just to put a bead right along this, and we'll let that dry. And then, okay, so I think the best way is what I did is just put a bead where that seam is opened up, and hopefully that will seal it. And then over time, maybe the condensation inside here will kind of evaporate and go out those vents. I actually saw that there's two vents in here. I think there's a couple of compartments inside this headlight, and I think there's several vents that try to get rid of any condensation, just like what's happening here. So let's let this dry, and we will wait a little bit and see if this clears up on its own. I always think it's interesting to point out all the new little dings and scratches that seem to get on Emily's car. I think she treats her her car sort of like a shopping cart. There's a little scratch right there, and then looks like that part came off. I don't know what's going on here. And then there's something else looks like ricocheted off there. Okay, so story time. It's a couple weeks later, and let me tell you what happened is um, I watched this for about a week, and the condensation, I don't know whether it was my imagination, but it seemed to even get worse. So I was like, well, maybe I sealed it all up, and now it's trapped in there and it can't get out. And so what I did is I went ahead and ordered one of these headlights, just the right side that I was going to replace this. And, it was from Amazon, and it's on its way and coming along. And, it's going to take a few days to get there. And then I thought I'd replace it. And then the headlight kind of got lost. They said, oh, your shipment is lost. We don't know where it is. And then after a while, they were basically like, we can't find it. We don't know what happened to it. And so I was like, well, darn. And before I could do anything, this is probably 2 weeks went by, and I walked out, and the headlight looked perfect. There was no condensation on it whatsoever. So I think my fix sealed it up, and then it seemed like the vent did its job, and all the condensation came out. So it looks perfect. The bulbs are all working. Nothing's wrong with it. So I don't even need that one that I ordered. So I went back to Amazon. They're like, yeah, sorry, it's lost. If you'd like to get a refund, just click here. So I clicked, requested a refund. I was able to do that and get a refund for it, and didn't order another one. And so that was like $85, I think, for that one headlight, and saved that money and didn't have to do it. So it all kind of worked out great. It got lost, didn't receive it or have to return it or anything. My fix kind of worked. So I think we're going to call this one fixed. All right. Well, thanks for watching. This was an interesting job. It's kind of a long term, over the course of, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks to do this. But we learned a lot. Hope you enjoyed watching it, and we'll see you next time on Scott's Garage. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.